No Man's Sky is a massively ambitious game that aims to literally create its own universe, in which players explore an immense virtual world so large it would be impossible to see everything in a single lifetime. Countless systems, countless planets, and even inhabitants who populate these worlds. This would be a colossal undertaking for any AAA game studio with hundreds of employees. However, No Man's Sky has been created by Hello Games, an English game studio with only 15 staff members. But can such a small team deliver on such a mammoth promise and create a living, breathing universe? The game opens as you awaken on a strange planet with a ship in front of you. You quickly learn that your ship needs to be repaired. Near your ship you find a curious red orb which offers you a choice. Either accept Atlas's guidance, or spurn direction and explore freely. After choosing an option, you can venture forth in search of adventure and materials to repair your ship. You venture forth from your ship and begin to explore your first discovered world, which will never have been touched by another player before, and due to the size of the game may never be seen by another player or yourself again. As you explore and gather resources, you'll discover numerous things. You'll stumble across all manners of different creatures and strange flora populating your planet. Or perhaps you'll find a base with a friendly alien trader who you can't understand, but you offer him some resources only to find him overjoyed and rewarding you with a strange alien artifact. Or perhaps you'll happen across an ancient alien monolith, stoically standing underneath the night sky. Or perhaps your planet will be barren with no signs of life and plagued with storms of acid rain, and you'll have to find cover in a cave whilst you search for the elements to repair your suit. Soon after starting your adventure, you'll learn that crafting is a huge part of the game, as is with most games these days. However, unlike most games these days, the crafting is actually intuitive, and you can tell that the game has been built around this system. The game is about exploration, and in order to explore more, you'll need to upgrade, repair, refuel your ship, and your life support. However intimidating and complex that may sound, Hello Games have managed to build a system that makes the game feel very streamlined, so it never becomes too much of a hassle or too confusing. Everything you come across in the world is made up of elements, much like in the real world. However, they've been simplified and grouped together. For example, plant life and wildlife are made up of carbon, which can be used as a common fuel and crafting component. There are similar elements that are rarer and more potent and have similar uses, such as plutonium. These elements are grouped together as isotopes and are easily identifiable by their red color. There are 5 main types of elements which tend to have their own specialized uses. After a few hours, you'll become familiar with the common elements, and will remember which elements you'll need to refuel your life support and repair damage. In the world of No Man's Sky, you'll come across a plethora of welcoming beings. However, this galaxy is not entirely free of hostility. There are occasions when you will have to defend yourself, whether it's from wildlife or more advanced beings in spaceships. Combat is inevitable, and when you engage in it, you'll be surprised by the different number of upgrades you can make for your ship or your Omnitool device. So while most will be content to purchase this game on the promise of exploring a universe of procedurally generated planets alone, I have known a few people to ask, what is the point, and is there even any story in this game? Yes, there is a story to this game, but it's not one that's entirely obvious. The goal of the story is to reach the center of the universe. However, if that's all you focus on, then you're missing out on what I believe is the true point of the game. To explore and make your own stories whilst you do. Playing No Man's Sky, I couldn't help but be overcome by a feeling of wonder. Being able to explore a universe of undiscovered planets with unique creatures populating it. I'd spend hours wandering the surface of a planet searching for different things like strange cave formations, alien structures that help you decipher an alien language. It may sound cliche, but No Man's Sky feels like more than a game. It's an experience. You'll find yourself fully immersed in another universe, exploring strangely beautiful planets whilst listening to an absolutely fantastic soundtrack composed by 65 Days of Static. The soundtrack drips with pure atmosphere and character, and is definitely worth listening to outside of the game. No Man's Sky is absolutely fantastic, and even though we've poured around 20 hours into the game already, we've been itching to go back to the game and explore even more. If you enjoy more slow-paced games that are based on exploration rather than action, then No Man's Sky is a game that you should definitely check out. And if you enjoy more independent music, independent movies, or independent games, you should check out resmagazine.co.uk.